The other question I would have is, what is the ongoing involvement of the artist with the family and with Justine and her life? What is the responsibility that the artist has with that family to keep in touch, to make a further film, to just to be aware that there's life for Justine after her 18th birthday. And that relates to a lot of photographers and artists who've made their careers out of finding and making fantastic images for people whose lives have been affected or destroyed by the image. You know, in my teaching I used to use a lot of Vietnam War photographs, there's one called common name is Napalm Girl by Nick Hood, and the post history of that photograph I think is important. There's one also by Eddie Adams, which I use in teaching around the execution of a Viet Cong, and Eddie Adams's kind of view of what the effect of that photograph was, and with a great quote that he said at one point that the general who killed the Vietnamese terrorist, that was one murder, and then his photograph murdered the general who killed the terrorist. So that's more about the ethical responsibility of that photographer and the use of that photograph. So I think the artist, the researcher, the producer not only has to think about what they're producing and the ethics of that, but then how that's going to go out into the world and be used in the world.